Okay, well, welcome to Foundations. We're running a 4-week series here at the beginning where we're going to look at the foundations of our bidding system. As you might have already realised, bridge is a partnership game, and the information we give our partner is the only thing that we can go on to hopefully reach the correct contract. You will all enjoy your games much more if, when your partner bids something, you understand what your partner is saying, and there isn't any doubt that hopefully he isn't saying the right thing. So what we're going to do here is, through the 4 sessions, have a look at the basic system and just revise it. And of course, we're starting today with opening bids of one of a major suit. It goes without saying, I think, to everybody who's already learned, and some of you have spent a while playing bridge, that when you open the bidding, you have 12 or more points. It is perfectly fine to open the bidding with 11 points if you have an interesting shaped hand, if you have a 6-card suit, or if you have 2 5-card suits. I have noticed recently that some people seem to be in the habit of opening the bidding anytime they have 11 points and 13 cards. This is not wise, and you will sometimes end up in the wrong place. Try to keep your opening bids to show a quality hand, something which is stronger than average. When you open the bidding, you are telling your partner that you have at least 5 cards in the suit you bid, if you open 1 heart or 1 spade, and at least 12 points. In order to have a fit, as you know, a fit is when you and your partner have enough trumps so that the opposition won't trouble you too much. If you are showing a 5-card suit, your partner, if he wants to agree your suit or respond with a raise of your suit, needs to have at least 3 cards in that suit so that you know you have 8. Preferably, it would be wonderful if he had 4 cards or 5 cards. However, the absolute minimum is 3. If you want to respond, you must have at least 6 points, or indeed, as we will have a look in a week's time, your hand has to be worth at least 6. You will raise your partner's suit to, as they say, the level of your strength. When you raise your partner's suit, you are saying that you have at least 3 cards in his suit, and the number of his suit that you bid tells your partner how many points you've got. Now, this is also an area where I have noticed a lot of people are falling down a bit. If your partner opens 1 heart and you have between 6 and 9 points, you bid 2 hearts. If you have in between 10 and 12 points, you bid 3 hearts. You don't bid 3 hearts every time you have a good hand. You bid 3 hearts when you have between 10 and 12 points. If you have a hand that is worth 13 or more points, up to about 15 or 16, you raise your partner's bid of 1 heart to 4. What you are doing when you raise this suit is you are letting your partner know 2 things. that you have a fit with his suit, and you are also telling your partner the number of points you have. You cannot hope to end up in a sensible contract if you lie to partner about your strength. Have a look at the hands along the bottom of the page here. Partner has made an opening bid of 1 spade, and you've got hand 1, okay? What a mighty hand it is. You have 6 whole points, so you have to bid something, and you have 3 spades. You don't have to have 3 strong spades, you just need 3 spades. So you are going to raise spades, and with 6 to 9 points, you raise your partner's bid of 1 spade to 2 spades. When your partner hears that you have told him that you have got no more than 9 points, he will decide whether or not he should pass or whether there is hope of a game contract or a certainty of a game contract, and he can keep on bidding. Have a look at number 2 hand. Now, this is much more like it. You've got 14 points, and you have 4 lovely spades. So with 3 or more spades, and between 13 and 15 points, the information you must share with partner is that you are strong enough to bid a game level contract. If he's got 12 and you've got 13, you've got 25 at least. And of course, he might have more than 12. So you raise his bid of 1 spade to 4 spades immediately. Jeanette, you should have some written notes. If you don't, we will be emailing you out the hands and an audio recording at the end of the session. Hand 3. This time you have a spade fit with him. In fact, you've got 4, which is good. But you only have 4 points. And even though you have 4 spades, your hand is only worth 4. So if he opens 1 spade, you pass. And with the 4th hand, this time you have 11 points. So if you look at the chart above you, if partner opens 1 spade and you have between 10 and 12 points, you raise him from 1 spade to 3 spades. This bid of 3 spades says I have no less than 10 points, but I promise you on my mother's heart, I have no more than 12. Your partner will then hopefully do a little bit of sometimes slightly optimistic arithmetic to see if you might have or you have a good chance of having 25 points between you. If you don't, he will pass. If you do, he will now bid game or 4 spades. I can't see anybody writing any questions. So let's go to the next page and look at responder's hand quickly. There are a couple of charts here. I've done the first one. You have a fit with partner's major suit. After 1 heart, you bid 2 hearts. Okay, I've repeated that. Now have a look at the chart, the second chart. These are now what opener does after his partner raises him. If you open 1 heart and your partner bids 2 hearts, if you have 12 to 14 points, you pass. Because even if you've got 14 points, goodness me, even if your hand is almost worth 15, your partner has no more than 9 points. And if you add 14 to 9, you get to 23, and you need 25 for game, so you would pass. If you have a good 15 to 17 points, you would now invitationally raise to 3 hearts. And this specifically says, partner, I know you're 6 to 9, but I need to know where you are in that range. If you bid 3 hearts, your partner with 6 or 7 points will pass, and with 8 or 9 points will raise you to 4 hearts. And the last one, if you've opened the bidding and you have 18 or more points, and your partner has shown 6 to 9, you add 6 to 18. That's 25, isn't it? Say yes. So if you've got 18 or more points and your partner has at least 6, you should be in a game level contract. Very, very quickly, I'm running out of time again. If you open the bidding 1 heart and your partner raises you to 3 hearts, showing, remember, he is now showing 10 to 12. If you have 12 or 13 points, you pass because there is not much chance of 25. If you have 14 points, oh, by the way, if your 13 points is really, 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 really good, maybe you could raise to 4, but probably the laws of probability state that this won't work the majority of the time. If you've got 14, you raise to 4. If you've got 15 to 17 and your partner has at least 10, then you've got enough for game. If you've got 13 to 15, now, I'm sorry, can you please cross this out? Oh, sorry, with I'm sorry, with 18 plus. Now, I've said check for slam. I would do that on Wednesdays and Fridays. You have probably between 28 and 30 points. Slam is unlikely. I think I might have been being a little bit optimistic there, saying check for slam. We can talk more about that later. But if you open 1 heart and partner bids 4 hearts, with 12 to 14 you pass. With 15 to 17 you now check for slam because you could have 32 or 30, you could have up to 32 points. And with 13 to 15, once again, you check for slam because if you've got 18 plus, once again, you check for slam. You've got at least 31 or 32 points. Okay? Now, we've got very little time to have a look at these hands at the bottom. You have opened the bidding 1 spade and partner has raised you to 2 spades, showing 6 to 9. Okay? You recount your points. Your hand is worth 12 or 13. You cannot have 25 points if partner has told you the truth. So you pass. There's no hope of 25. Hand 2, you've got 19 high card points. So if she's got 6 and you've got 19, this is enough for game, 25 points. Number 3, you've got 14 points and partner once again has no more than 9. 14 plus 9 is 23. And so you pass again because there's no hope of game. Now, hand 4 and hand 5 are pretty similar. With both of hands 4 and 5, you have 16 points. It's not that important where the points are. They are basically nice opening bids. Your hand is worth 16 or 17 both times. And if your partner has 8 or 9 points with both these hands, you will have enough for game. So with both hands 4 and 5, you raise his bid of 2 spades to 3, saying, please pass if you have 7 or 8. Please bid 4 spades if you have, 6 or 7. Please bid 4 spades if you have 8 or 9. Now I've said right at the bottom, rebid the hands, and your partner has shown 10 to 12. And this actually is not that difficult. Partner has shown 10 to 12, and you've got 12 with hand 1, still not enough for 25. So once again, you pass. Hand 2, which is the hand I would like to have, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your hand is probably worth close to 20 points. And I would be bidding 4 no trumps with this and checking for slam. Some of these decisions are pretty close, but if your partner has the right hand for you, you should be able to make 12 tricks. Number 3, your hand is worth 14, and now partner has at least 10, so you've got at least 24, averagely 25 points. You should bid 4 spades. And in fact, 4 spades is what you should bid with hands 4 and 5 as well, because you've got 16 points in both of these hands, and partner has no more than 12. So you should bid 4 spades with both hands 4 and 5. We've got just a couple of minutes prior to us entering the playing area. Does anybody have a question? You could write questions to me. The whole thing about partnership bidding is that our partner has to be able to trust what we say, and you have to be able to trust what partner says. If you never know whether or not your partner has what he says he has this time, when last time he didn't, then you'll never get a good partnership going. Jeanette has asked, sometimes you're bidding 4 spades with possibly only 24 points. Is it worth the risk? Jeanette, your partner, bridge is a game of probabilities. Your partner has 10, 11 or 12, right? So if you've got 14, your partner has, and this means your joint hands have either 24, 25 or 26. So in 2 out of 3 cases, you have the points that are necessary for game, and indeed sometimes you will find that you'll make game with 24. If you've got a 66% chance of having 25 or more points, which you would if you had 14, a 67% chance. It is awfully close, isn't it? Yes, it is definitely worth the risk. If it was only a 30% chance, Jeanette, or a 33% chance, I wouldn't do it. You'll find that if you look after the probabilities will look after you at the end of the month. It mightn't work every single time, but it works often enough that you will definitely end up in front. Just make sure that when you raise your partner's suit, you are always telling him the truth or her the truth, because you want to be able to enjoy your bridge. Write all of these numbers on a piece of paper and and add it onto the front of the fridge along with all your fridge magnets and read it every time you go past. You will enjoy your bridge much, much more if you're always telling partner the truth. Don't overbid, don't underbid. And you will enjoy much more friendly chats with your partner at the end of the game. You won't get any of that, oh, but you told me you had, and you only had. I don't like those conversations. We should try to avoid them. Okay, Laura, I think we're just about ready to go to the playing area.
Yeah, so everybody will be whisked away to their table shortly. We'll be hovering around to help if you need. But have a great game, everybody, and enjoy.